Oh,
darling.
Bert, heaven be praised.
Oh, come up here with me. Come
Please help me, Bert.
No, please. I shop here all the time because, it's quiet, it's understated, and, I don't like to be recognized. So I come to these really quiet places where people don't usually know who I am. Hey, would you like a couple more? These are for the Niños, Carmen.
To shop in that store.
Wasn't I lucky? That was a chance in a million, Vicki.
Yes, please tell me where that market is. We're going to be back in a moment, and we're going to discuss more of Edna's glamorous lifestyle.
Their parties are so boring.
She's gonna... Honey with a taste of nuts and honey.
Oh, Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, so irresistible. Golden honey, crunchy cracked almonds, and hearty whole grain oats.
It's a honey of it all.
Honey Nut Cheerios. The taste is just, oh, so irresistible.
Hi.
It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
Sears, America's #1 name in hardware, is having its biggest sale of the season. Choose a Craftsman 3/8" drill with cord or cordless, only $29.99. A Strong 3-ton floor jack, just $99.99. And a Craftsman half-horsepower garage door opener with 2 transmitters, only $139.99. And there are more great values
You can count on me.
during the Sears National Hardware Sale.
Sears, Roebuck, and Company.
Let's not unpack.
Do it tomorrow. I wish we were still in Vienna.
Me too. Here, this'll take you back.
Chocolate. This reminds me of the coffee that we had.
That night.
New Viennese Chocolate Cafe. Rich coffee with a touch of luscious chocolate.
That was my favorite night in Vienna.
But we never went out.
Celebrate the moments of New from General Foods International Coffees.
Quite a set I've got.
You love to sing, obviously.
I do adore to sing, and you know Barry Manilow has promised to write a musical based on my life. Isn't that an honor?
That'll be quite interesting,
Little
actually.
Barry Manilow, and I think it'll be one of the great musical events.
Who do you suppose will play you?
Well, I was hoping that well, first of all, Meryl Streep wanted to play me.
Yeah. Yes, she's quite good with
she's a
those
little
accents.
too mature to play me, I'm afraid.
Probably so.
I wanted little Kim Basinger to play me. And in my youth.
Yes, oh, yes, yeah.
In my youth. I could play myself in middle years. And then I think Meryl could play me in old age.
There you go.
She could.
Now, did I hear that you have an Indian spirit guide? Or
I do.
Do you believe in that stuff?
I do a little. I am the reincarnation of Eleanor Roosevelt. I am.
You think so, huh?
And my spirit guide has told me that.
Really?
And I'm not contradicting him. No. It would be racist of me to do so.
See, let me ask you something. What do you make of the whole royal family thing that's going on over there in England
I've been trying desperately to help them. I have the royal family on the telephone night and day, viewers. And frankly, I'm leaving it off the hook. I'm sick to death of them. I never thought I'd say that about the Queen, but I am sorry, darling. And she's probably watching because she's got a dish. She has a dish at Buckingham Palace. And she loves you, by the way. She adores you.
Well, isn't that nice? What's going to happen to royalty over there, do you think?
I don't think it will die out because I think people love old traditions. I think they do. I think even in the United States, you like things that go back for hundreds of years. You know, you still celebrate, your 4th of July and all your lovely American traditions.
We don't go back quite as far as you do over there.
You don't go back quite as far as they do. I say they because I'm not British. I come from Australia.
Oh, okay. So you're
I come from a very spooky little place. which is just a little bit past New Zealand and then up, and then you turn left, and then you get to Australia, and it's huge. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's where my husband and I fell in love in Sydney.
Did you?
Yes, we did. Fell madly in love. Well, unfortunately, we were married to other people at the time.
Sorry. So, did you commit some sin in Sydney?
We didn't. No, I was a good girl. I held out, Edna.
I'm very glad.
I did.
She's a wicked little minx, isn't
No.
she? Adorable.
No, just
Vicki.
hard to get.
But it is a romantic place, isn't it, by Sydney Harbour?
Very romantic. It's absolutely beautiful. We went down there to open the Sydney Opera House with Carol's show.
Did you?
Yes, we did. Now, you were married. Yes?
I was married to a very marvelous man. Norman was his name. And only after 10 years of happy marriage, when my 3 children were born, did my husband first develop the little twinges.
The twinges?
In his plumbing. Little twinges. I can't say where they were because I wasn't sure. I never asked him. But I do know that he had these twinges, which made him ultimately one of the most famous prostate sufferers in the world. And
I think we pretty well got down where it is. We've
that was
located
roughly
it.
where it was. And I've really formed this society, which is worldwide now, and it's called Friends of the Prostate. And you can write care of NBC, Friends of the Prostate, for any information. There's a bit of a backlog. In fact, as there is with most prostatological problems. But there's a blockage, really. But you may get a reply. You may get a reply. But Friends of the Prostate is an organization really to make awareness of the prostate, to make people know where it is and what it does.
I think you've clarified a lot of that for us today.
To bring women in particular face to face with the prostate.
Well, that's a perfect segue for me into our next segment, which is going to be an etiquette demonstration.
Etiquette?
Yeah.
Well, you see, Vicki, that's what I was driving at. When I say people like tradition, people may say etiquette. Who cares about table manners? But etiquette is a way of being a little thoughtful and nice to other people.
See, I figured that. So I invited this etiquette woman to come on the show today, and she is just one of the foremost, and I thought we would really have a good time, and we're going to do that when we come back.
How exciting.
Yes. What's in them? Chocolate stuff? Nope. Any candy sprinkles? Is there anything in there? Well, I can hear it.
There isn't a lot of sugar in Kix. That's what moms like. But there is a crisp corn crunch that kids like.
Want to split it? Nah, you can have it. I'll get some more.
Kix, kid tested, mother approved.
I hope he gets more than one.
There's a storm brewing at the Connors.
A tornado watch is in effect for Fulton County.
Hey, that's us.
So batten down the hatches.
Again, this is an emergency. We need real food like caramel corn and cheese puffs.
Grab the kids. Secure the family.
I can't believe Jackie's still out there.
And hold on to your hats.
We gotta take cover. It's coming this way.
Nature's blowing her top.
There's absolutely no rhyme or reason to it. Have you been talking to Mom?
On the next Rosette.
Tonight at 6. Everybody knows it's on Fox 50. If you need money and the bank says no, Mortgage America will lend you money on your home, regardless of your credit.
I went to the bank to get a mortgage on my home. They said I had too many bills. That's why I needed the money, was to pay my bills. That's when I went to Mortgage America. They understood my problem, and I got my money in 7 days.
Mortgage America offers low fixed rates to qualified borrowers, even for your income property. Call Mortgage America for a free consultation today. 1-800-968-4810.
Once upon a time, there was a small child, a big grandpa, and a golden sound storybook. The grandpa read,
and then Mickey said,
the child touched,
gee, that's swell.
And they both laughed. There was so much to see and hear. They spent the whole day together, and the whole night, too. Golden Sound Storybooks, your child's favorite Disney stories. brought to life.
Well, we are back. We're here with Dame Edna, and you know there is a right way and a wrong way to do everything, and I certainly wouldn't make an issue of it on your wedding night, but you know what I mean. Anyway, my next guest is one of the foremost experts on just the right way to eat difficult foods. Please welcome etiquette expert Marjabelle Stewart.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Marjabelle. And here's to the ladies for lunch. That's us today. Oh, and by the way, girls, we are being served by Gunther and his assistant, Carlo. And Gunther's you're the maitre d' at...
Indeed, Bernard's, the Biltmore Hotel.
That's right, Biltmore, L.A.
Yes, yes. Well, I would like to get started, and I hope you'll help me this evening, if you would, please.
I'll do my best, Marjabelle, and I love your name, Marjabelle.
I love your name.
Is it because your parents couldn't decide whether to call you Marjorie or Belle?
I think it's from the Isle of Wight. It's a family name, but I thank you for the compliment. It's very beautiful. I would like to get started with your permission. Yes,
certainly.
First of all, the tools of the table are very, very important because they were designed by an artist. Did you know that? To fit your hand. Every tool was designed to fit your hand. Put your little hand out, darling. Put your hand out. And now place in your hand your fork. You do the same, please. Yes, well, I just want to get a little rehearsal here first. See how it was down your power finger, whirl your little fingers around, flip your hand over, and secure all your... That's beautiful. That's lovely. Now, first of all, we're going to remove the napkin ring and place a napkin in our lap.
Put your knife down first.
Yes.
Please, they're very quietly, Lizzie.
May I ask one question,
Please do.
Marjabelle?
Please, please.
Should I wait until a delightful person like this puts the napkin on my
Marvelous
lap?
question. Absolutely marvelous.
Not do it myself.
No, whatever you do would be proper, I'm sure. But watch the hostess, and when she signals and you see your special attention, you are the guest of honor, you know.
You know, when I give dinner parties, I've got a little buzzer under the table.
Do you? Yes. Yes.
And I put my foot on it, and it signals people.
That's right. Well, I have one right here that I'm doing.
Up the leg of the waiter.
Yes, that's right. Well, you just watch. You just watch here now. Now, the first course, Dame Edna, is the seafood fork. Please hold it in your right hand, and then we're going to pick up the shrimp and dunky-doo. Now, let me see you do that.
Now.
Yes.
It's not proper to do that?
Please don't do that, Vicki. All right.
Well, but I mean, isn't that really okay?
No.
Is it really not?
Now, watch how... Look at this. Look at the skill we have here over here. Hold on. Hold tight. Now, lift it to your lips. Take one little bite at a time. Don't do the whole amount, please.
I sniff it first.
Do you sniff it?
Well, you want to make sure that it's not cold.
Quite lovely.
It might have passed its smell-by date. It might have.
It might. Well, so what do you think? Is it anyone you know?
I tell you have a lovely way of sniffing, but I'd like to get on, if I might, please.
Yes.
All right. And now, if you'll nibble. That's beautiful, Vicki. Oh, small bite. Small bites, darling. Small, but you're chewing. There you go. Now, let's just sort of... Would you please pick up your lemon, darling, and squeeze it?
Can we swallow as well?
Yes, you can. Now, just... Vicki, poke
it
it
is okay to do that.
Squeeze.
It's the lemon has got a kind of a protective over it.
Yes, it does. All right. Now, I think that's enough of that one. I don't think we're getting too far with that. Could we please remove this, Gunther? And notice, please, we serve from the left and remove from the right.
These boys
nicely.
know that.
Now, play. Where are you going to leave your fork?
I can't get it off the fork.
Oh, perhaps this gentleman could help you. There we go. Very, very nice. Now, while we have a little moment, please look at your bread and butter plate. I would like you to break your roll the size of an olive and then butter. The size of an olive? An olive.
Oh, a person could starve to death.
That's right.
An olive?
May I, Marjabelle?
Yes.
Is it wrong to cut the bread with
Never
a knife?
cut.
Oh.
Break, please.
Here,
And then
I'm having a big olive.
Keep the bread close to your plate, and then... That's fine. Let me see if you can do that.
Close to the plate.
Very close to the plate. Then
Like
you won't
an
get
olive.
crumbs all over.
If I had an olive, I'd be able to
There
compare
you go.
it.
Can you do that?
Now,
Wonderful.
Are there a lot of
Is that the size
differences?
of an olive?
Edna, do you feel there are a lot of differences between English etiquette and American?
Well, I've never heard this business about breaking at the size of an olive.
Me either. See, this is good for me.
But that's like an Australian olive. That's about that big.
Now, let us now look at our entree.
The butter, can we
Looks
butter?
delightful.
Please do. Let's see. Oh, aren't you charming? That's marvelous.
By the way,
yes.
If you're having soup, it's
Yes.
wrong to butter the bread, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes,
I
exactly.
happen
You're
to know that.
marvelous.
I
You're
didn't
marvelous.
know that.
Now,
Yes,
let's
with
pick up a
soup, you
knife and
don't
fork,
butter
Vicki.
it.
We must get on with this.
Yes.
We
Knife
must
and fork.
get on. We
Whip 'em
must get
over.
on there. Look at that. How beautiful. Now, please would you take the tines of your fork and secure your meat
What do
and
you call
stroke the
those?
breast.
Stroke the breast.
Yes. Oh, no, no, no. Vicki.
Well, I don't normally
the
stroke
breast.
a breast.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Marchabelle.
Now, Vicki, we don't want to ask you to leave the table.
Stroke
All right,
it.
stroke it and stroke it because we don't want you to saw. This is sawing. This is stroking. Very nice. Now, let us place our...
I'm not getting anywhere.
Place our knife. Dame Edna, would you place your knife across the top of the table? I would like to see if you can get those pesky little peas up on your spoon without their shooting across the table. There's the fork.
Oh, the fork.
Make a little shovel. Make a little shovel, and pick up your peas. Well, honey, you're coming in from the back door. Why are you doing that?
Well,
to the
trouble
side.
is, I've been stroking this breast here on the...
Right. Pick up your
I'd
peas.
have to do it like that, I'm
That's
afraid.
fine. That's quite
Butter,
lovely.
I'm not sure the birds are done.
Now
because...
let's scoot on to the pasta and let me see you twirl your
can do
pasta
that.
right up here if you need your pasta spoon.
I don't think...
You don't like to do it that way?
No, I have a feeling using a spoon is cheating.
I see. May I see you twirl, please?
I did
certainly.
really well.
Bravo.
Very well.
Bravo. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
This is not ideal.
Sorry, Marjabelle.
Did you lose control, or is that the way you eat?
Well, this is hard. This is hard to
That's
eat. You
because
get
you're
hungry waiting to get to it.
Because you're
never
excited,
eaten a-
darling.
I'm
You're
a bit
excited. That's right.
Marjabelle.
Now look at the corn on the cob and butter it, and I want you to eat like you're typing on the
With fingers,
typewriter.
you're allowed to use
You may do
fingers?
that because this is a show that we have to hurry into. But if you would butter along and start at one end, tut 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 tut, like a typewriter, and then roll and tut 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 tut. May I see you
Like
eat your
a
corn?
typewriter. I
Yes.
wonder if
Yes.
there are any old-timers who remember typewriters.
Yes. All right.
I think they do.
All right.
It's in this computer age.
Look. Oh, that's very, very. Vicki, you have gained such style. I'm delighted.
squirts everywhere.
What are you doing, dearest?
I'm eating my...
What? That's quite
Corn.
nice, really. Really, it's quite, it is scrumptious.
Marjabelle, let me
Yes,
ask you this.
Yes.
After you eat stuff like this, would it be proper then to floss at the...
Oh, Vicki.
what do you think, Edna? Would you
No,
care to floss?
no,
Very
no.
good
Bad baby.
I really
No,
must
no,
because
no.
I get little things in my crevasses,
Why don't
you know?
you just blot your lips right now?
But
Sorry, no, Nikki, Vicki. Oh, you have me so nervous. Ladies,
Incoming,
ladies,
Edna.
ladies.
Do you know what I...
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Well, listen.
Marjabelle, do you know what I like doing? I like slicing this corn off with a knife.
That's what you do for the kids when they have bread. Listen, we're going to come back in a minute. We're going to let you all ask us some questions about etiquette.
I would love to
We'll be
toast
back.
you. Could you lift your glass?
Write to us at Vicki, 3000 West Alameda Avenue, room 2977, Burbank, California, 91523.
The Millers bake Nestle Toll House cookies.
Daddy, do you even know how to bake Nestle Toll House cookies?
I know to use Nestle Toll House morsels. They're so rich and creamy.
Use rich, creamy morsels to get the world's best tasting cookie. Nestle Toll House morsels. Make your house a Toll House.
There's never been a tissue like new Ultra Soft Puffs.
It's amazing. This is like a powder puff.
I have just discovered something that is really great.
4 out of 5 people prefer Puffs over the other leading tissue.
It's really, really soft. Oh, that is soft.
Soft enough to make you switch?
Once you use Puffs, you'll never go back to anything else. The whole brand is history. I am definitely switching to Puffs.
Switch to new Ultra Soft Puffs. So soft, they're like first aid for your sore nose.
Nobody takes my Puffs.
Deep down inside, we knew it could happen, but I think we're ready for it.
I think it's just we're a little scared. But I believe because of the length of time we've been together and because we know each other so well that we feel that we can face it and that we're prepared.
Can we look?
I'm shaking.
Oh, I knew it. Congratulations. You happy?
Mm-hmm. Hey, can we play? Forget it, kids. We're playing Monopoly. You're too young.
Nonsense! Nobody's too young to play the Monopoly game.
Yeah, there's the Monopoly Junior game for kids, just like you. It's all about a trip to the amusement park. You get to buy and sell like Monopoly. You can get rich like Monopoly. Hey, can we play? Forget it, guys. We're playing Monopoly Junior. And you're too old.
The Monopoly Junior game for kids 5 to 8. And for a new kind of Monopoly fun, there's Monopoly Nintendo for the whole family.
New Yoplait Parfait-style yogurt. What's to like? 3 layers. Real creamy. Fun to eat. Oh, it's low fat, too. So, how do you like that? Parfait-style Yoplait. Do it for you.
New from F&F. All herbal throat and cough drops. All herbal, the all-natural, all-American way to soothe sore throats. St. Ives Swiss Formula Collagen Elastin Lotion. St. Ives Swiss Formula soothes and softens dry skin instantly, naturally. St. Ives Swiss Formula. What does it all mean? In the scheme of things, probably nothing. Now, before our show, we asked our lovely audience to write down some etiquette questions for Marjabelle. And Dame Edna, if you have some help in the etiquette department, please feel free to jump in.
Would you help?
Here.
I will if I can.
So here we have a question from Dottie from Merrillville, Indiana. Dottie, are you out there? There's Dottie. Okay, Dottie wants to know if someone has food or something between their teeth, should you tell them?
I think it would be very, very nice to tell them, but tell them quietly. Lean over and say, spinach.
Dorothy Lyman always used to come up to me on Mama's Family and go, right before the show, and go, tooth check, tooth check. Joanne Farina from San Diego wants to know, when a man and a woman have dinner at a restaurant, how does the woman let the waiter know she's paying, since they always put the bill in front of the man? Joanne, why the hell you want to pay?
That's a wonderful question, Joanne. What you do is exactly what you do when you're giving a dinner in your home. You let the waiter know immediately, my guests are ready to order. My guests now would like to have their wine served. By the time you have let him know, you will feel comfortable in charge. You don't have to hide behind the potted palm. Remember when we used to have to do that to get the check? So just take over from the beginning and be as gracious as you are in your home.
Oh, very good.
Or else, may I suggest
please,
that as you slip out to the powder room, halfway through the meal, you can whisper, can't you, to them, by the way, I'm looking after this.
That's a lovely
I'm
touch.
picking up the tab.
Yes, yes. I like that, too. You whisper on the way out.
Yes, but now, do you ever have you ever done this at dinner and somebody else has also done the same thing, and then the bill comes and you're still
Right,
fighting?
I know it, yes. I think it's best to take over, but I loved your suggestion, yes.
It's also useful to own the restaurant yourself.
Yes, that's true.
Which you certainly can afford to do, Edna. Jim wants to know, what should you say if someone shows their new baby to you and it's really ugly? Well,
I think, again, that this is a matter of opinion, and probably the nicest thing you can do is just to admire the beauty of the child regardless. Don't you think? You would never say what an ugly child, would you?
No,
What would you do?
I say, what pretty little hands your baby.
There you go. That's a great idea.
Wonderful.
Great idea. Perfect.
And between you and me, Marjabelle, I say that to grown-up women sometimes.
Robert Curvasian from West LA wants to know, if I go to the restroom at a fancy hotel and someone helps me, should I tip them? Well, first, Robert, I would make sure that they actually work there. But what would be your answer? Do you still tip in the restroom?
Oh, yes, you do. Absolutely.
How
Take
much do you
care of
have to
those that
tip?
take care of you. Oh, at least 50 cents. Yes.
Yeah.
For the towel. And oh, certainly, certainly.
Gosh, it's so expensive.
Well,
in
sometimes
isn't it?
the attendants in those powder rooms leave $100 bills in a saucer.
Yes, they do.
And they think you might be stupid enough to give them a sum of money like that. Yes. But please don't, viewers, don't.
But do tip. Do
Oh,
tip.
you must leave
yes.
a little
yes.
something.
Yes. Yes.
Mind you,
Bob
they could-
Kruger from Naperville, Illinois. Is Bob out there?
Oh, Naperville. Wonderful.
Oh, there's Bob. You know where Naperville is?
I surely do.
Okay. Is it wrong to cut your food holding your knife in your right hand and the fork in your left and then eat using your fork without switching it to the right hand? Bob, you need a hobby.
Oh. No, that's absolutely the correct way to eat. It's called early American, where we would cut, stroke the meat as we did, and
Don't
rotate.
stroke your meat,
Yes,
Bob.
stroke
Okay,
your meat.
please.
Rotate the...
Rotate not in the restaurant. Do it at
Rotate
home.
the wrist and don't zig and zag. That makes you can dine comfortably anywhere in the world, keeping the fork in your left hand. It's called continental style. Eat that way.
That's what they do in England and Australia, yes?
Exactly. Perfectly lovely.
Joe Garby from Providence, Rhode Island.
Wonderful
Joe?
question.
Oh,
Yes,
there's
Joe.
Joe. Oh, look how cute and young, and he has an etiquette question. I'm thrilled because there aren't any young gentlemen
Yes.
anymore. When is it proper to take off your tux or suit jacket at a wedding?
All right, again, you're going to have to take your cue from the groom, and it's best to suffer and keep it on. Yes, don't get comfortable. I've seen the brides take off their shoes. It's dreadful.
Oh, it's awful.
Oh, awful, awful.
And
yes.
of course, if you're the bridegroom, of course, you can take all your clothes off.
Well-
Can't you?
Well, and if that happens, then Joe, feel free to undress
Don't.
right along with him.
Stay a little conservative,
Adele
Joe.
wants to know, Adele from Dallas wants to know, after dinner, is it okay to put on lipstick at the table? Well, I would say absolutely not. Women should only put on cosmetics in the powder room or in the rearview mirror when you're on the freeway, right? Absolutely.
Actually, you can do a little slight powdering up if you have a beautiful compact, and you can tut-tut, tut-tut, but no lipstick. And as Vicki said, do the major things in the ladies' room.
Major things.
Major things. And it is major when we have to do it.
There are
isn't it?
major things to be done sometimes, too.
It's not a pretty picture, but it must be done. Mike Kluzuik from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Is it okay to ask for seconds at a wedding? Yes, but not when you're kissing the bride.
It's perfectly all right if it's a buffet, but if it's a seated dinner, I would not ask for additional food. No.
If you have guests that come to dinner and they're still sitting there,
Yes.
and sitting there and sitting
Yes.
there, how do you politely get rid of them?
Yes, I don't think it's good to have your husband come down in his pajamas.
Mine couldn't, unfortunately.
No, but I
He's
think-
passed away.
Right. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no,
If he did, it would be a great surprise for all
No,
of you.
I think-
Okay,
yeah.
Jenny wants to know, is it okay to breastfeed in public?
You know, this is very important that you understand that it is not the best idea to breastfeed in public, because there are people that you offend. The whole thing about manners is automatically thinking about the other person before you think about
See,
yourself.
I would say in this modern world, it would probably be okay to breastfeed in public, provided that you have a child. Anyway, we're going to have some more tips on
Yes.
leading a glamorous life right after this commercial.
Thank you.
Who has the best eyes, the best hair, the best legs? We'll find out when Hollywood glamour gals Connie Stevens, Mary Wilson, Brenda Epperson, and Deborah Shelton show us their fabulous features on the next Vicki.
How low can Highland's prices go? Not 40, not 35% above cost like some stores. Oh, no, lower. Not 30, not 25% above cost like other people's sale prices. No, lower. For a few days only, Highland is lowering its prices to 16% above cost or less on all audio, video, appliances, and computers, everything. Nobody is lower on price, and nobody tops Highland for help and advice. Highland, the best price and honest advice.
Hi, I'm Joe Dumas. Staying in shape is really important, especially when your job depends on it. I have an obligation to my team to perform the best I possibly can. Well, you have an obligation too, to yourself and your country. If you don't get out and vote on Election Day, Tuesday, November 3rd, you aren't performing at your very best. Don't blow it. Join Fox 50 and me and exercise your right to vote. You can make a difference. Give me a towel, please.
Announcing the same-day contact lens sale at First Optometry. There's never been a better time than right now to buy your contacts, because at First Optometry, our most popular contact lenses are now on sale, starting at just $99 for your exam and same-day contacts. You'll also save on all disposable contact lenses from Johnson & Johnson, including the new Daily Wear disposables, now only at First Optometry. Attention all AAA Michigan members, show your card and save even more.
Finally, there's a program that deals sensitively with important issues.
You're good people. Chew Dad's sock. Eat Mom's food.
Issues like education,
The dog ate my homework.
American know-how,
Gee, Garfield, are those leftovers?
and that old do-it-yourself spirit. A show filled with love.
Ow!
What is it, Peg? Couch sores?
Not to mention sex.
All aboard!
And it's a show that's not afraid to ask the important questions.
What the hell's wrong with this remote control?
Well, Dad, I'm no electrician, but I'd say the trouble is the TV's gone.
So take a vacation in Bundyville.
There's not enough hair whipping around.
Married with Children, weeknights at 7 right here on Fox 50.
We're back with Dame Edna and Marjabelle Stewart, and we're just having fun answering all kinds of questions.
It's exciting. But before we get more questions, I adore you, by the way.
Thank you. I knew you two would hit it off somehow.
I got a little present for my Vicki, and they're good luck. These are my glasses.
Oh, Vicki.
And I'm going to give them to you.
How charming.
I see you wearing them just for a minute.
Oh.
Well, all right, Possums, let's take some questions from the audience. Here's a lovely young lady, yes.
Did you date Mel Gibson, and how did you become a dame?
Oh, this is a question for me. Hello.
Hello.
Well, Mel Gibson.
Wait, I didn't understand the question.
Did I?
Did you date?
Date? No,
Did
I'm
you
afraid
date Mel
not.
Gibson?
I'm old enough to be Mel's grandmother. But many, many years ago in Australia, Mel comes from Australia, by the way. He was a little boy, and his parents sent him to my home for some acting lessons. And he's been grateful to me ever since, little Mel. So I started him in his career. And that's a little bit of show business history. Again, an exclusive for Vicki's show.
How exciting.
How exciting for us.
Exciting, Vicki, this is
Okay, over here we have a question. Go ahead, over here.
I'd just like to find out if you like to wear sexy lingerie.
Who are you asking, sir?
Edna.
Yes,
Oh,
if I want
Dame
to
Edna,
wear...
if you like to wear sexy lingerie.
Well, sometimes I do. But since I've been widowed, I'm not anxious to attract too many of the menfolk for a while. I'm in retirement in that department a little bit, although I still have my followers. People are very into little Prince Rainier, for example.
Yes, I know. He's crazy for you.
He's very, very interested in really making a bit of a nuisance of himself. And Klaus von Bülow.
Is he after you?
Yes, he is. But I keep giving him a very, very wide berth. But I do think, to be quite serious here, and you're wearing sexy underwear on top, by the way, aren't
Thank you,
really?
thank you.
It's a little bit like a kind of negligee, isn't it, that
Yes,
you're
a little
wearing?
bit, yes. But that's perfectly
And I think
proper
that
now.
it makes, if it makes the women folk feel better, they should wear it. Even, single women should wear.
Yes, it's always been my experience, though, when you put on something sexy, it only seems to stay on for about 30 seconds. Isn't that right? I always wonder about that. Here's a question here.
Yes, other than our Vicki, who is your favorite talk show host or hostess here in America?
Good question.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I'm very prejudiced in favor of Vicki. I'm afraid, Vicki, and I don't stoop to base flattery very often. But I worry a little bit about Barbara because she makes her guests cry, and I don't think it's necessary.
No.
I don't think it's necessary. No. I like my little friend Joan Rivers, of course. She's a very clever woman and an old friend of mine. But in a way, I have to say that I am my favorite talk show hostess. I am. I'm sorry.
How do you find it, Edna, coping with the pressures of being a megastar like you are?
Sometimes I find it very, very hard, Vicki.
I know you do.
But I do cope. I am very, very vulnerable.
I know you are.
Very, very
I know
vulnerable.
that you are, and I really hope that I have not overstepped the bounds
No, but I think vulnerability is part of my appeal. People say, there is this gorgeous, well-preserved grandmother, and I still have got my drives and juices, too, according to my gynecologist, but he looked up the other day and he said to me, Vicki, he said, you know, he said, why do you give as much as you do? And I think that was a big compliment. He also said to me that I was still capable of having grandchildren. That's lovely, isn't it?
Anyway, the reason I asked, because I know you do have some problems, and I really hope that this doesn't upset you, but we did invite someone who knows what you're really like on the couch, so to speak. I would like you to all give a warm welcome to Dame Edna's psychologist, Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Good heavens!
How are you?
What a surprise! Hello, Joyce, darling. Oh, how lovely. You sit there. What a wicked surprise this is to see you.
Wonderful. Isn't she's doing so much better. She is so vulnerable and so caring. And it is so difficult for her to be a megastar and have all of this envy directed toward her. So we're doing quite well, aren't we?
We are. We're working through it, Vicki.
Well, there's absolutely no envy here today, so this is a very comfortable place for you.
I think we're some very well-adjusted women on your left.
Yes,
and I've given you such headaches, haven't I, Joyce?
Well, you know what? We're going to come back and we're going to talk about some of those headaches, if you don't mind, since this is a afternoon sort of a interesting delve into it kind of a show, you know?
Oh, yes.
We're going to do that with the woman who knows her best when we come back.
For tickets to Vicki, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to NBC Tickets, Vicki, 3000 West Alameda Avenue, number 1501, Burbank, California, 91523.
I love my Kodak crayons. I keep them in my case. I love my Kodak markers. I take them any place.
The Take-Along Kodak Color Case and Kodak Sketch Case. Everything kids need to color their world.
Wow, somebody must think I'm special.
'Cause you got Raisin Bran?
Not just Raisin Bran, Post Premium Raisin Bran. With not just lots, but hundreds of big plump raisins.
Look at all I got.
And these flakes, premium, with not just whole wheat bran, too.
So it's good for you.
Somebody sure thinks I'm special.
It's me and Mommy.
Post Premium Raisin Bran makes everybody feel like somebody's special.
Food editor Alan Haufrecht.
You want to take every little step to cut down on saturated fat, but all your family wants is their favorite foods, right? Here's one easy step. Use Crisco oil. It's 90% unsaturated fat. Not even olive oil and corn oil are lower in saturated fat than Crisco oil. Here's another easy step. Use skinless chicken for this family favorite. It's got less fat. With Crisco, there's never a heavy, oily taste.
Cooks who know, trust Crisco.
Happiness is a Hershey bar in your hand, day or night. There's a smile in every bite. Oh, happiness is a Hershey bar in your hand.
Their parties are so boring.
She's gonna show us those slides of their trip to the fish hatchery.
He'll describe yet another round of golf.
I'll have little Tiffany tap dance for everyone.
Why did we say yes?
Pictionary.
Funny thing about Pictionary, you're always guaranteed a good time. You don't have to know how to draw, just how to laugh.
Oh, we'd have fun.
Anytime's a better time with Pictionary.
And this Pictionary Junior, too.
Oh, the inner crybaby is giving me a bit of trouble now, Dr. Joyce. I mean, people don't care. They don't. They just take. I can't live with these parasites, Dr. Joyce. I'm being used by so many people.
Well, Dame Edna, you say people take. But when have you given?
I think I pay you to listen to me, not to talk to me.
You know, Dame Edna, now that you bring it up, you haven't been paying me.
What? You're a mercenary woman, you grasping shrink. Get out of my house. I'm sick of you, quack.
Well, here we are with the Dame and the Doctor.
I had so much fun on her show.
But
It was
did I
just a delight.
speak to you so cruelly, Doctor?
Oh, but we do spend so much time together, and you're very much better. You can really sit up on the couch now.
But you...
And
Now, how are things coming along with her kleptomaniac daughter and
Well-
the children, the ungrateful children?
you know, isn't it strange, Vicki, that she talks so lovingly about her son and not so lovingly about her daughter?
What does that
Tell
mean?
us a little bit about your son.
Well, my son, I don't know if your son makes clothes.
No, he doesn't.
Is he interested in deleted show albums?
No.
No, well,
He's,
I have an
he's in
artistic-
love. He's 15
He's
and
in
he's
love.
in love
Oh,
with
that's lovely. Well, my son Kenny is still looking for Miss Wright. He looks in some rather peculiar places, as a matter of fact. But he is an artistic boy. And he's a very sensitive person. And I'm afraid I'm very close to him.
You are.
And I've encouraged him in all of these things. And I encouraged my daughter, Val May. I gave her every opportunity.
Then why does she turn on you?
I think it was envy.
You do. I think so, too.
And I don't think it's easy to be the daughter of a celebrity. I think Val May has felt, now you mention it, mustn't be emotional here, that I am impossible to equal, that I'm a goal, I'm a role model that she can never match.
Sort of a cornucopia mother.
Sorry? That's not a word. I haven't played Scrabble lately, I'm afraid.
Now, I really know nothing about your sex life, Dame Edna, and I know that
Oh, I
all
don't
the
know. Do
people...
we want to know that?
Oh, yes.
Well,
don't you want to know?
I have to say that I've always, I don't know if you agree with me or not, Vicki, but I've always felt that sex, fashionable though it is very, very overrated in human relationships. And I think you can't go to the movies, you can't watch television without having it really, more or less, rammed down your throat. And I think...
Oh, I agree with that. Romance is gone, and it's just...
And romance is gone, and it's just kind of people wrestling with each other without any clothes on.
I agree.
And I think that's not how it is, and that's not how we women folk like it.
We women
Do you
enjoy
agree, ladies in
romance.
the
Yes,
studio?
we like romance.
I think so.
Well, on those wise words, we are going to take just a small break. We'll be back with the Dame and the Doctor.
The Dame and the Doctor.
Don't be deceived by pretty pictures. Listen to the truth about Proposal C.
It's just like the lottery. Our schools end up losing money.
After California passed a similar measure, other local fees and taxes increased.
Former Governor Bill Milliken says Proposal C jeopardizes Michigan's future.
And the League of Women Voters says Proposal C is dishonest. When you read the fine print, it's just like the lottery. Another empty promise.
That's the truth about Proposal C. Vote no.
What do men really want for Christmas?
Oh, I don't need anything. Oh, you know what I like.
When it comes to getting a gift for the man on your list,
surprise me.
Does this sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
This Christmas,
2, 3,
give him the gift you can be sure he'll love.
give it to him!
Taking behind the scenes with Sports Illustrated.
Never give up. It's all you, baby!
The best way to get inside the action for over 20 million readers.
Let me get in the rhythm!
Along with a look at pro football most people never get to see. On this revealing new video, The Hidden NFL 2.
Turn up the volume!
It's free with your paid gift subscription.
So it's over!
A whole new season of hidden mics.
I can hear him.
And hidden cameras.
What the hell is that?
For a look at pro football
You ever
Go after a big gorilla?
From the inside out.
You hit him with everything you got.
He loves all that locker room stuff.
Talk to me. Don't talk to him.
Just call this toll-free Christmas hotline and surprise him all year long with the free video and 54 issues of Sports Illustrated, filled with inside info and unexpected angles.
It's a new gift every week.
Now yours for just $1.29 an issue. Even put it on a credit card. He'll love the exclusive previews. The 93 swimsuit issue. Plus, you'll hear the NFL like never before. Free.
He's gonna love this.
And you'll love the savings.
Nothing gets away from us.
Right now, Sports Illustrated is on sale at over 55% off the cover price. It's like getting half a year free. For faster delivery, use your credit card. So call now.
Hello? Sports Illustrated.
So while he may not come right out and tell you what he wants for Christmas,
let me get back to you.
I don't know. Getting him the perfect gift at the right price couldn't be easier.
Mom, Sports Illustrated. The football video. You read my mind. Sports Illustrated. How'd you know?
Just call now.
With Mama Libman's Wonder Mop, your hands never touch water. Just slide its special wringer sleeve down and twist. Libman, better brooms, brushes, and mops. Coracidin, for use at the first sign of a cold or flu. It'll relieve all of your major symptoms fast and help keep them from getting worse. Coracidin D, the sooner the better.
Sorry we're out of time. Marjabelle, thank you so much for coming and showing us how to eat properly. And Dr. Joyce, it was great to see you.
Thank you. I'm afraid to ask for some tea, however.
You're afraid to ask for tea?
Yes, you either get tea or exploratory with Dame Edna.
Oh, no. And Dame Edna, I would love to ask you to come back and visit with us another time. And could we maybe bring, who would be your most favorite handsome hunk? Who are you crazy about?
I'd love to bring little Mel Gibson along with me.
That would be great. Yes. We would love it. Would you come back and visit us again, do you think?
I will, and I want to give you ladies some little gladiola.
All right, and I want you to have a lovely trip back to Australia.
I will,
and
thank you
so much for being here, and thanks to all of you, and have a wonderful day. Accommodations provided by Le Montrose Suite Hotel de Grand Lux in West Los Angeles, a lovely hotel operated in European tradition.